Welcome to this explainer. Month after month, you grind away. If you've been hitting the gym hard, but feeling like you're just smashing into a brick wall, well, you're definitely in the right place. Today, we're going to uncover why your motivation, it's not the problem. The real issue is that nobody taught you the true science of how muscle actually grows.
Look, you train, you pack your gym bag, you carve out the time in your crazy schedule, and you consistently show up, right? You are putting in the work.
You sweat. You push yourself to the absolute limit every single session. You leave it all out there on the gym floor, breathing heavy, muscles burning, totally convinced you've done exactly what it takes.
Yet, when you look in the mirror, nothing changes. No bigger arms, no wider chest, no stronger body. Just pure, absolute frustration. Despite all that hard work, the reflection staring back at you is exactly the same.
But here is the brutal truth. The problem isn't your motivation. The problem is that nobody ever taught you how muscle actually grows. And today, well, that changes. Because there are 3 brutal mistakes that are literally destroying your gains right now.
Let's dive right into mistake number 1, training like a weekend warrior. Think about it. You hit your chest on a Monday. Then you wait an entire week before training it again. Sounds totally normal, right? Wrong. See, every workout creates microscopic damage inside your muscle fibers, and your body immediately steps up to start repairing that damage. By fixing those micro tears, it makes the muscle stronger, thicker, and way more resilient. That whole process, that's what we call muscle growth. But here's the catch, and this is the golden rule. 48. This biological repair factory inside your body, it doesn't just stay open 24/7. That prime growth window only lasts about 48 hours. After that, the factory completely shuts down. So if you only train a muscle once a week, you're basically building a timeline for failure. Let's break it down. At 0 hours, you create the damage. At 24 hours, active repair is happening. But at 48 hours, bam, the factory shuts down, meaning you are spending the rest of the week doing absolutely nothing. If you want real progress, you have to stimulate every major muscle group at least twice a week. You got to keep that growth signal alive and keep the factory running. Okay, moving on to mistake number 2, ego reps. You know the type. You brag about doing 50 push-ups. But honestly, if we watched you, half of those reps look like gravity is doing all the heavy lifting. You aren't really training the muscle, you're just sort of falling toward the floor. To fix this, you absolutely have to master the eccentric phase. That's the lowering portion of a repetition. You really have to understand this because that lowering motion is where your muscle fibers experience their absolute maximum tension. This right here is where serious growth actually begins. So stop rushing. Seriously, slow it down. Take 3 full seconds on the way down. Control every single inch intentionally. Every rep should look deliberate. Why? Because quality builds muscle, while quantity, well, that just builds excuses. Which brings us to mistake number 3, ignoring recovery. This is honestly where most people fail entirely. They train incredibly hard, they leave everything in the gym, but then they sleep for like 4 hours, eat random junk food, and wonder why absolutely nothing changes. Listen to me carefully on this one. Muscles absolutely do not grow while you are working out. They grow while you are sleeping, while you are recovering and your body is actually rebuilding itself. Miss 1 night of quality sleep and your recovery suffers. Miss an entire week, your performance drops, your energy totally disappears, and your progress just comes to a grinding halt. And what about food? Without enough protein, your body simply has nothing to build with. It is literally like hiring a team of construction workers, but never delivering the bricks. You're paying for all that labor with your sweat, but you didn't bring any supplies to actually build the structure. So here's the game plan. Train hard, eat enough protein, sleep at least 8 hours every single day. No exceptions. You've got to treat these habits as non-negotiable daily laws because recovery is exactly where champions are built. Always remember this. Muscle doesn't grow just because it hurts. Muscle grows because it was challenged, it was fed, and it was given time to recover. The next 48 hours determine your future. Seriously, the 48 hours following every single workout you do are everything. They are the defining window of opportunity where the real magic actually happens. So ask yourself right now, will your body grow stronger or stay exactly the same? That decision isn't made by wishing for it. It is dictated entirely by your daily habits. Not your motivation on day 1, and for sure not your excuses on day 30. It's all about your habits.
So stop being a gym tourist. Stop chasing those fake shortcuts and start building a body forged by absolute discipline. Start training with real purpose and start recovering like a professional. The clock on your next 48 hours starts the exact second you finish your last rep. What will you do with your window? Get to work.